So hello, Randy Rain here, and so this last week I've been doing magic vlogs throughout the week, every day, and I'm going to do it again one more time, but I've been showing my routines that I do. This ain't a routine, I'm just going to show you some tricks, but I thought I would show you my magic stuff. I've done a video about my robots and my Tomy games, which both need to be updated, but hey, let's go through the magic. Now I don't collect vintage magic or anything like that. Everything you see here is either stuff I use in my acts, that's stuff that I've made and might use in an act sometime, or it's stuff that someone's given to me. So let's go shelf by shelf, starting at the bottom. So down here on the bottom shelf is mostly books, magazines, and DVDs, and even some VHS down there as well. I have the entire Tarbell series, which is a must in my opinion. It's not all one collection that I have, so like here's Tarbell 8, but then here's this one is what? This one's number 4, so you can see this one's a much older version of it. There's volume 6. See, I have another old one down here. I think this is volume 7. I also have the Gate and Bloom books, and I'm a huge Gate and Bloom fan. These were given to me by Kevin James. He's the executive producer on these books, and there's 2 of them. I have both of them, and these are some of my prized possessions. So over here I have some supplies. I do some stuff with paper sacks, so I have a bunch of paper sacks. Here's a bunch of White Settlement Bomber news for my newspaper routine. Here's yellow tissue paper that I chop up and make confetti out because I do a yellow snowstorm. That's right, it's what you're thinking. And here's my spirit slates. Let me show you these. Okay, so back when paper was a luxury item, people wrote on slates, which is, they were chalkboards, but they were called slates because they were made out of slate stones. These are a replica. I made these. And these are the non-gimmick versions of it. There are gimmick versions, but I don't do them. This is the non-gimmick version. So a lot of magic comes from the spiritualism movement. 20s, I guess it was. You know, back when people were having seances and all that stuff. And of course, there were tricks. They were being fooled. And the slates was one of them. That's why these are called spirit slates. You're supposed to contact the spirits with these things. So to summon the spirits, you clean the slates, and there's 4 different sides, so you mark them. That's slate 1. And then you turn it over like this. You clean this one off. We'll call that one side 2. Come over here, clean this one off. That's side 3. And we clean this one off. And that's side 4. 4, 1, 2, and 3. Now, the slates that you buy nowadays, I don't like at all. Because, first of all, they should look old, like these do. And they don't make the frame thick enough. Because the idea behind this trick is you take this chalk, it goes in between the 2 slates, and this chalk can slide around like this, and you summon the spirits. Oh, spirits, show yourselves, speak to us. So then when you take it away, oh my gosh, look, I am here. The spirits have spoken. So that's the spirit slates. So that method, straight out of Tarbell. That's just as good as any of the gimmick methods in my opinion. Okay, speaking of the spooky magic, let's see, where is it? My Modern Chemical Magic book. Here we go. Check this out for all my magician friends out there. It's the Vampira book from Gloria Palmer. So before Elvira, Cassandra Peterson, there was Vampira. And then Gloria Palmer made a magician Vampira character out of it. And she wrote this book. And I've done my own version of this routine several times. This is kind of a rare book. I don't do all of these stuff in here, and I've changed some of the stuff because of course I make it my own. I do the skullduggery, except mine's just the head exolution and doesn't add the skull effect into the end of it. But yeah, mine's just that, the head exolution. Even in the back here, she talks about makeup and dress, false nails, black wig, Jolly Roger handkerchief, tight black dress. Yeah, this was put out by Magic Ink in 1968. This is the second printing. Okay, so let's move one shelf up. Okay, so what is all this stuff? Well, this is just a box of like sponge balls and silks and stuff like that. I have a whole bunch of that stuff. Here's a statue of me that I made a long time ago. And it's me pulling a severed head out of a magic hat. So magic wand, spring snake back there. Look in this hat. This was my tortoise trio that I put out, which was a remake of Turtle Trio. This was the very first one. This is mine. And the magic hat is just a hat I use. It glows under black light as well. This is just a cool box. It used to be a trick. Now I just put styrofoam inside of it. And it's used to hold dry ice, because I have a dry ice routine that I do. This is my snake box back here. This is just a bowl. Some little paddle tricks here. And then, here, let me show you this right quick. So in that Vampira act, there's a part where you're supposed to use a fire book, and you open the book up and flames appear. But you can't do fire anymore. So this was my alternative. There it is. So you open it up and so it's like the Addams Family. A sun will rise or something like that. Okay, well, since I've been doing some of the spookier tricks, let's have a look at this one. Now this is cephalgia, which is the medical term for headache. But actually cephalgia is a whole routine, not just this trick. But I still call it cephalgia. It's gone under different names as well. It's a very, very old trick. So what it is you have a clear plastic cup here, and you have a ball. You take the ball, put it on one side, you put the cup on the other side. And then you shut it. Now normally what you do is you tie this, but I'm not going to bother tying it, because what you're supposed to do is summon the spirits, and the spirits take the ball and they drop it into the cup. Just like that. And everything's fully examinable. It's a very good trick. Okay, let's move up one more level. Okay, so what do we have here? Here's a foam rubber corn that I made for Abercorn Dabra. I got a bunch of magicians to sign it. There's Banachek, Joey the Sea, the Great Thomsonian Company with Pam, Wayne Houchin, Tiny back there. What was it, Scott Allen, I guess it is his name. Close-up guy. That's what that is. These are the cheap Chinese water bowls. I bought them. They're actually not too bad. Just wish I could find something to do with them. Oh, here's something I made. This is the Hershey's syrup bottle. And I have back here an ice cream scoop. Let me show you this. Okay, so I used to do this routine where I made a milkshake. I used a Welsh rabbit pan, which I don't have anymore. But you used chocolate. It was a chocolate milkshake. And this was one of those things where you pour like that. That's what that is. But what I want to show you is this. Now this is a Dan Harlan idea, and Dan Harlan's genius guy actually come to magic. He's very, very good. I produced this gallon of ice cream. It was not real. It's finally got tore up and didn't work. But it worked like this, my salt one. Here's my salt shaker, or my salt, no, it collapsed, pops into place. So I had an ice cream bucket like that. And you take the ice cream scoop, imagine this is the bucket of ice cream, and you can scoop out some ice cream. Then you dump it into the Welsh rabbit pot, and you can say, yeah, you scoop up the ice cream, dump it back out, scoop it back up, dump it back out. Very, very clever little gimmick. Now this is really cool. It's a really old trick, but I actually made this one. I wish I could find out how to add it into my act, but I haven't yet. But it is cool. It's a candle. Here's the light. There we go. And you take a silk, like so. And then you put it over the flame, just like that. And you can pull the silk right through the flame. That looks damn good, doesn't it? It's a good trick. Okay, so I use envelopes in some tricks. This is my light bulbs from Mouth Stuff. I'm going to show you that. This isn't mine actually, but I'm going to show it to you. And I'm going to need this as well. Okay, so this is David Copperfinger. Yes, and what does David Copperfinger do? He can make the Statue of Liberty vanish. Look, I have a postcard of the Statue of Liberty. He's going to make it vanish. This is my friend Matthew's trick, actually. I still have it, Matthew. I just borrowed it from David Copperfinger. Okay, so this is just a bottle I do the prayer vase with the rope and stuff. I just have the ball setting on here. Really good finger chopper. It's my Loda cup. And it's a Future Mental. Good trick. I guess that's all I'll show you here. Let's move up one more. Yeah, so I have the Mind Reading Bear back here. Mind Reading Bear puppet. That's a good trick. I have an original Magic Masters Red Fox Spring Puppet. That's in the original too. I have the original Magic Masters Rocky Raccoon that I just did a couple days ago. I have a small, I think that's CO Magic, small version. This is my voodoo doll that I do with some routines. There's a Nielsen bottle label. Check this out. This is an original Glorpy. Original Glorpy right there. If you know what that is. Jeff Hobson egg bag. This crate right here is a guinea pig box basically. I made it. It has the faux wood finish. It's old looking. Except this one reappears the thing. Used to use it with a hedgehog. Check this out. There's the fake hedgehog that I switched out the live one for. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? And then my hedgehog got fat and old. Couldn't do the trick anymore. Here, I'll show you something. So yes, sword swallowing. Take the sword. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah, this is the card deck in a bottle. My friend Will made that and gave it to me. Okay, so that's enough for that shelf. Let's go to the very top. Yeah, so here's my arm chopper, my French arm chopper that I did yesterday. My running for president hat. There's some Tomy games up here. Because over here, this is that perch up there is where my cat hangs out. One of my original buildings in a bottle was a castle. Made that a long time ago. Back there's my zigzag Rocky. There's just a foam hatchet. Here's that salt shaker that collapses. This looks disgusting. It's supposed to be an inside-out hamster for my teleportation trick. It's just a joke. It's really just felt, some fur, and a bunch of petroleum jelly smeared around. And then there's this thing. Let me show you this. You know what? Before I show you that, let me show you this. So yeah, this is also from the Vampira act. There's a ghost, and you're supposed to put a straw in there, and you have this wine bottle here. And then the ghost starts drinking the wine. And then you have someone off stage drop a big giant piece of wood, and boom! And then you look down like the ghost just fell. And then someone else comes out, a stagehand, and mimes dragging an invisible person away. Yeah, that's that. So also in that Vampira act, there was a wilting flower, which was a lily. The lily wilted over. I took that part out. I did the rose trick. I have a pink rose, but she didn't like pink. Ugh, ugly pink. So she pulled it off, but comes right back. Well, you know, so she pulls it off again. And another one comes. And she just keeps doing it. Like so. Finally gets mad. Rips it off. And then Vampira fashion a little magic, and she makes a burgundy rose. Alright, so now let me show you this. I did old school seances before as well. And I mean, they were really just like they used to do them. And this was one of the gimmicks. So imagine in a very dark room, okay? This is glow-in-the-dark paint. It's on black. You can close it like this, and in the dark you won't see it. And then you can sneak up right up to somebody and like that, and it'll scare the living crap out of them. It was so beautiful. Okay, so I have the black light on. This would simulate what it would look like in darkness. Best I can do on camera. So you're sitting in a room doing a seance and the lights go out. Then all of a sudden, so simple but so effective. It's very cool. And speaking of black light, I actually have these linking rings that some glow in the dark, some just glow under black light. Alright, so hope you can see that. 2 rings. Okay, so hopefully you saw that in the dark. These actually make pretty good linking rings. You can do this. That looks damn good, doesn't it? Well, I hope you enjoyed going through my magic tricks. Got a few tricks out of it to show you. And I hope you enjoyed all these magic videos I've been doing all this week. We'll see about next week. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, thank these people here. These are patrons. If you want to go to patreon.com, follow the link below. There's some perks. You get cool stuff. Get cool magic stuff as well. Check it out. So yeah, if you enjoyed that, hit the like button for me, please. And if you want to see more, subscribe. Thanks for watching.